We'll start with the initial basics about the software. Since many of you are using and there are many features, of course, one training session is not enough to cover all the features, but we are trying to cover all the features step by step. And today we'll cover how to do the basic setup of the program and also how to use the patient management system, which was asked by many of the participants in the past few sessions. So I'll share my screen. Okay, so when we open the Synergy Homeopathic software, it initially displays the default repertory. Now you can pin the default repertories and the default materia medicas also. So I'll just cover the very basic stuff for you all initially. If it has been covered earlier, don't worry, because it will be a small repetition, but the major part will be Dr. Shrikant explaining about patient management system very soon in the next 15-20 minutes. And then he'll cover some new features which you are going to enjoy using the programs. So when you open the program, you can see that there is a default repertory, and you can see that the complete repertory, Phatak repertory, NAIRS repertory, reliable repertory are mentioned in this order. You can define the same for your own benefit also. You can just go to user and go to preferences, and in preferences you will see repertory settings where you can add up to 5 repertories which are your most commonly used repertories. This is important because many times we refer certain repertories more often, like Phatak repertory or complete repertory or Kent repertory or some rare repertory if you have a bigger program. And to have those repertories at the top of the repertory table in all the repertory names makes it easier for access. So you can just go here and click on the right drop down menu and click on whichever repertory is your favorite, like Boger Synoptic Key or Borix repertory or Clark's repertory, and just you can click on it and you can see it's added over here, and you can click on save. And then the software refreshes just for a minute, and it will load and open, and it will, if you have some rubrics in the clipboard, like I was just solving one case, it will show me whether I want to restore it. I click on yes, it takes those rubrics back. So this is one of the things where you can see now how after reliable repertory, Boric repertory has been added. Now similar settings you can do for the reference library also. This is the repertory section. We'll just cover in brief about repertory in a while, but just a similar function what I showed about taking your favorite repertories at the top. We have the reference library as well, and in this as well you can go to the book section and you can see Allen's, Clark, Phatak, Sankaran Soul of Remedies and Boric Materia Medica are top 5 Materia Medica books which I refer. You can do the same thing which you did for the repertories, and you can go to preferences and click on reference library settings and choose your top 5 Materia Medica books. from the list or scroll down to it, and you will be able to add your favorite Materia Medica books and click on save. The software will reload once again. And you will see how all your favorite Materia Medicas are again at the top. For me, it is no change because I did not change anything, but you can do the same settings. Now I will take you back to the repertory, because in the repertory section, many of you find difficulty in locating the rubrics. And I know it's tough. Some people are new to computers. Sometimes some people are good at computers but new to software. And if you're new to software, it if you don't know the features, if no one tells you about those features, you'll never come to know. And that is why we have hold these training sessions on and off, which will help you understand about the different features. So if you can see, I go to any default repertory, like if I'll go to reliable repertory, and you can see there are various icons over here. Right now, I'm not changing any interface, any colors. You can do that from the user preferences option. I'll not waste time on it because recording the patient symptoms is important. So if you go to a particular section, mind section, and you will see that there are rubrics mentioned, remedies are in the bracket, and there are cross references. Many a times everyone does not have the same setup, and if you don't have that setup, you will always have difficulty in locating the rubric. So recently I came across someone who was finding slight difficulties in using the program, and the user told me that there was difficulty in finding the sub rubrics. And when I saw the software, I understood that there were all sub rubrics which were ticked, no cross references and no remedy count. So if you just do that, I'm just making a default setting for you to understand that this should not be the setting. What should be the setting will come just a minute after what I will show you right now, what happens with this. So when I click on all sub rubrics, remedy grades as it is, no remedies, and no authors. And when I go to a particular section, for example, head, you can see all the different rubrics are mentioned in a serial order. Now it's difficult to locate a rubric in this way because the software doesn't understand what you want to look for unless you type in those details. And that is why if you want to search, suppose this user wanted to search pain in the head at a specific time, 3 a.m. Now if she types pain and it shows some vague rubric painful somewhere in a sub rubric of something which is on the top, and that is why she was not able to locate the pain headache at 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. So what I told her was to change the settings. You should change the settings in the main section of the repertory. So if you go over here in the main section of the repertory, you will see a small I icon over here, small I, and you will see that there are no sub rubrics selected. Cross references is your choice. It is good to see the cross reference because you can jump onto those cross references. You select the cross reference and you select the remedy count as well. And once you do that, these are the settings. This will help you make an unprejudiced selection of the rubrics with all the grade remedies. No sub rubrics will be seen right now, but how they will be seen, I'll just share very soon. Right now, I have not selected any authors because it will become too much data in front of you if you display the remedies by chance. And I have kept cross references to be seen as well as remedy count. Now, when I click OK and I open the head section, you can see all the rubrics are arranged in a main rubrics. The main rubrics you can see with a plus sign in front of them. And when you see that it is a plus sign, you will be able to understand that there is something inside the sub rubrics which inside the main rubrics which are having the sub rubrics. So suppose now you want to go to a particular rubric, like for example pain in the head. So you just type PAIN. You can see the words are displayed over here and they disappear as soon as you type. If you are not well versed with the speed, you can just type in the small window over here at the top in the repertory. You can type pain and just click enter. This will show all the pain related rubrics in front of your screen. Now suppose you want to manually go to a particular rubric. So you can just type pain and you can see that there is a rubric pain headache in general. So you come to that rubric using your arrow on the keyboard, the down arrow, and with the right arrow on the keyboard. So many a times some users are using mouse. And if you are using mouse, if you double click on the rubric, it will take you to the sub rubric. It will not record to the clipboard. It will take you to the sub rubric. And if you want to come out of the sub rubric, it's recommended that you use a combination of the mouse as well as the keyboard. And when you use the particular keyboard also key, which is the left arrow on your keyboard, when the rubric is highlighted is the first sub rubric or any sub rubric inside the main rubric, it will take you to the main rubric. Now here you can see pain headache in general. It came back to the main rubric. And using the right arrow on the keyboard, you can go to the sub rubrics using the right arrow on the clipboard, on the keyboard, or you can double click as well and go, and you can scroll to find your particular sub rubric, or you can type. You can see the words will appear and disappear over here in the bottom, and then you can see that the word is highlighted and you can drag it towards the clipboard. If it is a default clipboard, you can drop it to the default clipboard. If it is a new clipboard that you wish to open, you can just click on the new clipboard icon, or else drag your new rubric to that particular clipboard and it will open up automatically a new clipboard. And if you have to go back to the main rubric, you can click the left arrow, which will take you back to the main rubric, and the right arrow will take you inside the sub rubrics. So for example, I'm going into pain, headache in general, left side, extending to the face in the evening. So you can see I have gone into the main rubric pain, headache in general, especially left side, which extends to the face, and the time modality evening. Now I can't keep on clicking the left arrow again and again to come outside the sub rubric. So I can just click on the section head over here, or the main section reliable repertoire, which will take me to the display of all the chapters. And here you can see all the chapters are displayed. You can also make a search for a particular rubric over here in the top and just deselect reference library because it will search from the reference library and it may take a few minutes more. But the only point over here to share is that it will search from all the repertories unless you have chosen to select to search from any specific repertory, which becomes a 2-3 step process. But what I suggest is, if you are sure that a rubric is present in a particular chapter, like for example generalities, and you go to type this about sweets in the generalities section and press spacebar and press desire. So you will skip the hassle of locating the rubric if you wish to just get it instantly, and click on the search bar in the same window, and you need to do a little bit of change of settings. So I will click on match all words and anywhere, and then I again click the search, and then it shows me a particular rubric for sweets desire, and also all the sub rubrics it will show me. Although it's not recommended because you may not see the cross references over here, but if you are sure that this is the rubric, you can just highlight the rubric and take it to the particular clipboard. Now my fonts are very small, and you see that some people may have difficulty in seeing, or it's not readable. You need to come to the screen. So you can just click on view option at the top and just change the font to 22 or whichever size you wish to see. Similarly, you can change the rubric fonts, you can change the clipboard fonts, and so on and so forth. So there are these basic settings which you need to do once, and then the program will always open the fonts and the view settings always in that particular options which you have set for all the repertories. So we would like to know if there are any questions right now, so we can consider, and then Dr. Srikanth will take further about the patient management system, which is one of the very important aspects for everyone in their daily clinics. How to use the vital quest. This is a bit advanced, Dr. Lalita. We will definitely make sure that if today it is possible, we'll cover. Otherwise, we'll cover it in the next session. But today, the basic stuff will surely and definitely help you to know, because we have most of the users who are willing to know the basic details. How to use the reverse repertory? Good question. Dr. Srikanth is very expert in this. Select only few remedies to compare. Yes, Dr. Mustafa. In the graph, yes, we can do that. So Dr. Srikanth will cover a few of patient management system. It will take 15-20 minutes, and then he will show you about how to use the reverse repertory as well as a few remedies to compare, and then some bonus features which you would like to learn and enjoy. So Dr. Srikanth, you can continue, sure.
Hello everyone. I hope you are all able to see my screen as well as you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So many of the users of SHS, they are asking me these questions very repeatedly, that we have some doubts about how to save the patient chart, how many patients we can save in the chart, and how to add the follow-up in the same chart. So definitely I had given a thought, and I decided to show at least few things that how we can improve the improve this feature in our practice, because this is very important to have all the patients saved in your program, because you can access it very easily. So first of all, I will ask everyone to go to patient management, and you can open any patient if you have already saved previously. And how to see that? So how to see, first I will take a very from basic things, like how to see the previous saved patients. So you can go to this patient management option, and here you go to the view patients. I hope you all are doing simultaneously along with me. So when you go to the view patients, definitely you might have saved few patients, somebody has saved many patients. So these are the patients you can see with a consultation date, the first name, last name, and the remedies you enter. So I insist that whenever patients come to you, better you fill maximum as much as possible data of the patient. So it will be very helpful. I just for just demonstration purpose, I have entered few details. So you can see here, when you open the patient management and you ask the program for new patient, you get this page. Here you find the first of all personal data. In personal data, only the name is essential. Until and unless you enter the name, it doesn't go ahead. So you can enter only one name, or you can enter the full name. It's up to your choice. Then the other details you can enter as much as possible. Date of birth also you can enter here. This facility is mentioned. Email ID is, I recommend to enter the email ID and mobile number together. And then you can, if you want to, it's outstation patient, or you are doing a consultation online, or for other cities patients online, and you want to send the medicine, so better you have the address, because once you enter the address here, it will be with you permanently. So with that, you go to the new session, and it automatically takes the date you enter, open the patient. Like today's is 10th August. So it will take to the new session, and then you can enter the chief complaint. For example, whatever the chief complaint that you want to enter, that you can enter it. Any previous treatment, past history, you can enter here. Then the diagnosis, maybe provisional diagnosis, differential diagnosis, your current diagnosis, that you can enter here. So it makes a very systematic way to enter the patient's data. And when you enter the data very systematically, it will save a lot of time in future. That's why I'm recommending you to fill up as much as possible in the first consultation only. And then you can have patient's notes, like this patient, you found any particular characteristic symptoms, any concomitant symptoms, any other symptoms, mind symptoms, or any particular rubric, or any particular remedy you thought while taking the case, that you can enter here. It's up to for you, or you can use this space as per your tailor-made way. And then there is the attachment option, and in the attachment option, many of the users ask me, can we attach the complete video of the patient, the video recording? So I don't recommend that. Video recording is not possible, because video recording might be of 2 GB, might be of 3 GB, might be of few MBs, but it is not possible, only because whatever the file, maybe PDF file, maybe the image, maybe the document file, you enter here, it goes to your system C drive only. In Windows C drive, in the MacBook, the space. So it is going to occupy your machine space only. It is not going to be like a cloud version. It will be uploaded somewhere, and then you can access from there. So it is not like it is not like it is not the case. And then you enter the remedy, the prescription, the potency, and all that you can enter. So better when you enter the remedy and the potency at least. So you can see here the remedy and potency. So you don't have to think what remedy you had given, or you don't have to open the patient's data every time or the repertory chart every time and see what remedy I had prescribed. So better you just in a glimpse of few seconds you can have uh, the overview of the patient's follow-up as well as new case, what remedy was prescribed, what potency was prescribed, then in the first follow-up, second follow-up, third follow-up. So going on. So this was the thing that I want to demonstrate you. Now, better we will create a new patient. So you all also can do with me. So everybody, if those who has the SHS software in their program right currently available, or because some of them might be thinking of to upgrade or might be thinking of to take up new program and they are currently using the trial version. So I recommend that those who are using the trial version don't save the patient's data, because in trial version patient data get deleted or get you can't get it back if you save the patient's data. So those who have the standalone version, like those who are using the proper after installation, installer using an installation of the program on your machine, you can do it. You can save the patient's data in your machine. So better you go to patient management, and here you find a create new patient. So when you say create new patient, you get the complete data, and better I will fill, for example, Shailesh, and here Sharma, for example. It's a very common surname. So Shailesh Sharma, and patient type I don't know, email address I don't know, refer. So you can fill up as per your choice, and then date of birth you can choose. And mobile number also you can enter better way. Then you can, it's up to your choice that you enter the address and all. And this is the consultation date. This also you can change. If somebody wants to change the consultation date, generally it doesn't happen, but there is option available. You can change the consultation date, because this might be a case that you already have the patient's data in your notebook, or you have handwritten it somewhere, and then you want to enter in the program. So this facility is there. And then you can enter the symptoms like chief complaint, and then the previous treatment, diagnosis, patient notes, comments, attachments. And now what happened, I will take a few rubrics. Like Dr. Alpesh already have mentioned about the how to enter the rubrics and all. So I randomly take few rubrics. So first I will go to mind section. One rubric. See how to select the rubric might be, you might be very familiar, but few are very new to use the program. So how to select the rubric, like you just go there. This is, for example, this absent minded, and you double click on the rubric and you get the sub rubric here, and then you can conversing vein, and I select this rubric conversing vein and just enter the button. So when you enter, it automatically gets selected in the clipboard. Now this is the mind rubrics. Now I will go to the, for example, throat symptoms, and I want that mind rubrics should be in a different clipboard, and physical symptoms should be in a different clipboard, because this might be the way that you analyze the case, because there are different thought processes to analyze the case. So you go here on the clipboard, this clipboard option, and you just click there. You can do a left arrow click if you are using a laptop, or if you are using a mouse, simple left click, and you get the new clipboard here. So this way you can create an n number of clipboards, not 20, 50, 100, but at least 20 clipboards you can create, and you can as per your customized way, you can use this clip function to analyze your case or to select the rubrics for your case. So in the second number clipboard, I prefer to enter the symptom from throat chap, for example, throat or the physical symptoms. Like if I take here clothing aggravates in the region of thyroid gland, and another symptom I will take throat choking. So yeah, now for I will just either you can type here, for example, choking, and you can click here and you get the rubric from the chapter, or else you can directly type on the screen. There is no way, no particular place that you have to type here or type there. You just type there. Throat, for example, tickling sensation in the throat and in the throat pit, and you select the rubric by just just pressing the enter button. Now I go to the another symptom or another chapter, for example, and in the abdomen, drinking warm things ameliorate the patient's symptom. So how will you take this symptom? So go to the stomach and then say first drinking. The rubric drinking is the main rubric, and when you double click there and then warm, okay, drinking aggravates, much bendable sweet things aggravates. So this is another rubric, but basically I was just thinking stomach, warm or water, drinking aggravates. So this is another symptom that I want to take. So now you can see here clipboard 1 and clipboard 2, and both the clipboard has different totality. Now another question I got from many users, that how to combine the clipboards, right? That's why I took the two different clipboards. And here if you do a right click on the option here, I hope everybody can see it. On this icon of clipboard, if you right click, you get the option that clipboard 1, 2, 3, 4. Either you compare it, either you merge it. So I select the clipboard 1 and 2 and I ask to merge. And when I merge the clipboard, I get this totality. So I know that rubrics are very randomly selected. So there is, you might find maybe one rubric, two rubrics covered by the remedy, but this way you can combine the rubric. Obviously, I choose the smaller rubrics. I prefer to use the small rubrics, not more than 100 remedies. If the rubric has more than 100 remedies, the reliability of that rubric is not much. So I take very less in my cases. This is a way I'm telling about my way how I analyze the case. I take very few rubrics, very selective, and I insist and I make sure that the remedy should be less than 50 or less than 100, minimum less than 50. So this way I can analyze case in much better way. So this way you can combine the clipboards. So I want to demonstrate you how to combine the clipboards, how to select the rubrics, and the most important is how to select this patient data, how to save this patient data. Now you can go back here on the patient data. You can find here the name was already I have taken. And this is a new session. And here I prefer to enter the remedy Rumex in the power 30 potency. And I can ask the program to save it. So when you save, it asks how many clipboards you want to select. So I know that clipboard 1 and 2 that I have already taken the different rubrics. And 5 is the nothing but the combination or the merge of the clipboard 1 and 2. So I avoid to take clipboard 5 and I just take clipboard 1 and 2 only. I hope this is clear now. Anybody has any confusion why clipboard 5 is not selected and why only 1 and 2 is I am selecting? Because same rubrics are there in the clipboard 5. And then when I say save, you can see here the patient name. The previous sessions are not available, but you can print this. So this option we have added in most of the pages on SHS. Then consultation date and time and the remedy what I have prescribed. Now what happened? Patient, next patient has come and this patient already saved. Maybe after 3 days, 4 days, this is the acute case most probably. We can consider this is the acute case and patient had come again after 3-4 days. So view patients and then this patient Shailesh Sharma and I will open it. So when I open it, you directly get on this page. So most of the time I get the query that the rubrics, we are not able to see the rubrics. Where is the clipboards? So dear friends, clipboards are here only. You just have to click on this icon. In the actions, you can click on this. You can find notebook and pen icon. When you click there, the previously saved clip rubrics will be on your clipboard. So this way you can retrieve the old data or the old rubrics of the case. And now what happened? I want to add new session now. I want to add new session here. So here add, sorry. So I will close this and I will ask new session again. And I will change the date, for example, 15th August after 5 days. So patient curve better. So maybe you can enter your comments or patient symptoms and then you take, might be I take a few news totality and I will just select randomly from generalities. This is a reliable repertory. It is not like I want to use only reliable, but this is the first repertory in my repertory list. That's why I'm using it. So it's generalities, and then the patient has new symptom or new thing like aversion to tea. So I can just type here tea aversion, and when I click here, the rubric is available, and I'm taking this rubric in a new clipboard. And this old clipboard, yeah. Am I going too fast? Okay. Many of the users ask me how to delete the clear rubrics. So it's not a very difficult thing. You just select the rubric and backspace button. Select the rubric and backspace button. So this way you can delete the rubrics easily. Okay. Now how to select the rubric? So I will select this rubric now, T aversion to. Another rubric I will take, better by covering. So generalities, cover. You can just type here directly on the screen. Covers ameliorate desire. So this is another rubric. So when I take these two symptoms together, and now I want to save this totality for the follow-up. So already we have asked new sessions. And here I will type the new remedy. New session. Naxomica 1M. And I will say save. Save. You can do select all also. You can say ask to save. Now you can see here the consultation date. First consultation 10th August. Second consultation 15th August. and you can see here the time as well as the remedy prescribed. So this way you can have patients follow-up data in an overview. You can easily open the page and you can see the data of the patient's remedy prescribed. So I hope this is clear. Still, if anybody has any doubts, then ask me. This, I don't know, this demo case most probably I will open. No, not this. It's XYZ. Yeah. So this is also, I think, recently I had this patient's data. So you can see here the patient's consultation date, remedy prescribed, and the potency. And here are the rubrics. So rubrics will not be combined. Like if I click here, I get the rubrics of that particular session only. I don't get the too many rubrics there. If I click on another and then I want to check this one, 3rd August totality. So when I click there, I again get the different set of rubrics. So this way, I think already this open, already I have opened. So 9th August. So you go back here on 9th August and then again click here. So you get another set of rubrics that I have selected on that particular follow-up date. So I hope don't go on repertory chart, don't go on rubrics, but the main thing is I want to demonstrate how you can save the patient's data systematically. The new case analyze the patient rubrics of the patient, the totality, the remedy prescribed. Then in the next follow-up, first follow-up, second, third, fourth. This way you can have a collective data of the patient and you can have a view the patient received what medicine and what potency has received previously. So I hope this was this is, though I know it is very complicated, too much confusing, but this is very important. Patient management is very important and must that we should know how to do it in the software. Because once you know how to do this, it will make it will make life very easy. So still, if you have any doubts, you can message me, or if somebody wants to ask any questions, I'm ready to answer. Chat box I will open. Okay. Dr. Muskan, it would be good if we add the physical section too, so it can ease our system writing fast. So it is there already. I think in the patient's management, if you open the things, the symptoms are only mentioned. It doesn't mean mind symptom. You can enter physical symptom, you can enter mind symptom, you can enter concomitant symptoms. It is there, doctor. Can we record patient when he is narrating? No, we can't do that. You can do recording, but you have to take a backup, separate backup. Okay. What write in the pharmacy box? You don't have to write. This is, see, in India generally we dispense from our own clinic, but in foreign countries, most of the foreign countries, they don't they dispense the medicine from their own. So that's why they just write the pharmacy name and all, and because it will make they don't have to remember from which pharmacy the patient has to collect the medicine. So they know different countries, different regions have different name of pharmacy. So for them this facility is mentioned. So you don't worry about pharmacy box. Which remedy you have given, can choose and write. You can write. Acha, it was an answer already. Okay. Can we save the rubric of that patient here in patient management? Yes, definitely. We can save all the rubrics of the case or the patient in here in the patient management. Any new questions? Advantages, differences of synergy, software over Mac repertory. Okay. Dr. Suparna, Mac Repertory is a very good software and still we are missing it. But SHS is a really new thing with new features and you will find lot of many things. It's a advantage. It's a plus. Mac Repertory plus points comes in the SHS. So how to use reverse repertory? Yeah, Dr. Shilin. Yeah. It's already 2:50. So we have 10 minutes. How to use reverse repertory? Though it's a very big topic, but I will try to show. Reverse repertory, you have to go to reference library because reverse repertory is in a book form, not in the repertory form. So you have to go to reference library first. You go here, you click on reference library. Oh, I forgot to show you some PPTs also, na? I have to show some PPTs, otherwise you will forget. So this is the how SHS looks. And then this is the patient's management view users channel. These are the different options that you can explore it. And this is the repertory module. This is the Mathematica reference library. And then this is the global search window. Whatever you type here, it will be searched from both repertory as well as reference library. And then 3 words, 4 words, lot of confusion, lot of questions on that. So most probably we will try to explore it with the case examples. If I just explain you here, you might remember it, you might not remember it, but just the glimpses that how and when to use 2 words, 3 words, when to use slash, when to use space, when to use or how to make it same sentence, how to make it same paragraph, same section, same remedy. So this is a mention. Okay. So we'll go back to our the Dr. Shilin's questions. How to see, at least I will show how to see the reverse repertory. So instead of seeing with remedies, you go to books option. And I will not show complete repertory because might be available, might not be available with you. So better Kent repertory. So I will just type here Kent. And you find here Kent's, James Tyler Kent, homeopathic philosophy, what the doctors need to know in order to make a successful prescription. Then Kent's clinical cases, and then Kent's lectures, and then the Kent's reverse repertory. So what is reverse repertory? See here, the numbers after the rubric tell you about the other remedies in the rubric. For example, heedless, careless. Total number of remedies 73. The first number, that 17, tells you how many remedies are of higher grade. Means in that rubric 7, total remedies are 73. And 17 remedies out of 73 are higher gradations. The second number tells you how many remedies are of the same grade. And the third number, how many remedies are of a lower grade. So this way you can compare in every reverse repertory. This is the formula that has been used to show you the importance of remedy in that rubric. For example, I will take any one example. See, already is mentioned elements from shop 0, 1, 13. So that means aconite is a bold type in the repertory and the main remedy for elements from shop. So that means bold and only one remedy of higher gradation. And the other 13 remedies in lower gradation. So aconite is very important in the rubric elements from shop. You are not finding it on SHS. See, just type Kent. Dr. Shili.
No, I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. Yeah. Thank you. Now, in this, you showed the shock, no, that there are 13 more remedies. If
Yes.
you would like to know which are the 13 remedies, what do we
Then
do?
you go to repertory chart, then go to Kent or Kent repertory, and then you go to mind section, and you can directly type here shock, and then you sorry in Kent's repertory only, no. I think that rubric is in the Kent repertory only, but don't know where it is mentioned. Shock. No rubric form. I will take another example. For example,
Yeah.
we'll go to abrotinum, for example, and in abrotinum you will find here stomach, appetite, ravenous, canine, excessive emaciation, marasmus, fit. So total there are 21 remedies. Out of that, 15 remedies are of same gradation of abrotinum, and 6 remedies are of higher gradation than abrotinum. So you'll go back to Kent repertory in stomach, Kent repertory, stomach, and then appetite, ravenous, canine, appetite, ravenous, appetite, ravenous.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just put canine. Why it is not coming? Have I made any changes? Ravenous. Then canine. It is not coming. Emaciation with. See abrotinum. So I think there are 16 remedies mentioned because that reverse repertory is the addition of Kunjlis. Kunjlis, there is another repertory of Kunjlis where he has added a few remedies on Kent. So most probably the reverse repertory has taken from Kunjli's addition. That's why you will find the differences in Kent original repertory and reverse repertory. So you will find here abrotinum, phosphorus, sulfur, tuberculinum of same gradation, and 4 more remedies are of higher gradation, and this sorinum. Sorry, this marasmus with, again you can find here 17 remedies. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of higher gradation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are of same, 8, 9, 10 are of same gradation, and 4 are of 3 are of less grade, less number, or the less grade.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
I think
you.
this is
Thank
clear.
you.
So
Yeah.
I just took the example of Kent. You can take the another repertory, like for example, boric is also there. Nair repertory is very, very important. Sorry, this we are looking in the repertory section. We have to go back to books and then boric reverse repertory. This is as it is. There is no addition. So we'll go to abrotinum again, and for example, this stomach, appetite, increase, ravenous, and we'll go to here boric material, boric repertory, and then go to stomach, appetite, increase, ravenous, 33 remedies. So appetite, increase, and ravenous. So you can see here abrotinum, alpha and anacardium. So definitely there are in boric only 2 gradations, and in Kent there are 3 gradations. So I hope this reverse repertory point is clear.
Dr. Shrikant, can I
Yes.
ask one question?
Thank you.
Yes.
In this reverse repertory only, like you have opened boric. So I have opened boric myself. And now let's say I want to go to lac caninum. Okay. So do I have to scroll down to L?
No.
Because if I,
No.
how do I type and where do I type?
Good question. I think this was also in initially it was in my mind. Do I have to scroll it completely? But then I got it. How to go to lac caninum, for example. So go to boric reverse repertory. Select initial first remedy, and then you just type the initial 2-3 words. Got it?
Yes, doctor. Thank you.
You select initial first remedy and then you type, because
Where do we type it, please?
Yeah, I will demonstrate it again. See, this is a reverse repertory. Okay. When I click on plus sign, I get all the remedy list. And now she want to go to lac cananum directly. So it is not possible. If you type here lac, it will not go. So first to select first remedy, and then you type the remedy's initial 2-3 words where you want to go. Now sulfur, for example. So I will type SUL. It will open in sulfur. I want to go to pulsatilla.
Where are you typing? I didn't see. Sorry.
You just have to type it. You don't. There is no way. There is no place that you have to type. You have to select the remedy first.
So on the laptop, you just type and it just
Yes.
takes it, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
You
okay,
just
okay. Thank
select the first remedy here. Like first remedy is Abies canadensis. I don't want to go
Yeah.
to Abies canadensis, but I will select it to make sure
Okay.
that I am on the remedy list now.
Okay.
This is a book. Now I am on remedy list. And now I will type the initial 2 words, 3 words. I will go to that remedy. For example, zincum. So you go to zincum now. So for not only boric, for any book you want to scroll down in the SHS, you just have to select initial one, any one remedy you have to select, and then you type the initials of that remedy you want to go. Okay, I think you got it, Dr. Sunita.
Yes, yes, thank you. Because I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
finding this difficult when I was
Yeah.
doing
I know,
the.
I know. Even I also face the similar what you are facing it. I also face initially the same issue. Then I got it somewhere, or it click in my mind, and then I tried this trick and it worked.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks so much. Thank you.
So I think it's already 3 o'clock, and I just wanted to show you one very important feature. Dr. Suparna, you will not find in Mac repertory or in reference work. That I found it in SHS. For example, suppose I want to study a particular remedy and the pathology of that remedy. I will take, for example, Apis mellifica, in fever. So I will just type fever. After fever, I will type Apis. So when I type Apis, I get the other option, Apis remedy, or this Apis related different words. So when I type Apis remedy, so I want to now program will be customized to show everything about Apis mellifica and fever. You got it? And then you search here, and you find it here, Apis mellifica in fever. You will find like a reverse repertory. This is a reverse repertory you can find. You can, Dr. Shilin, this way also you can create a reverse repertory. So mine
Yeah. Okay.
So this way you can study a remedy from repertory. So instead of reliable, in near repertory I found very important symptom. So in fever, NARES, you can see here fever, brain, meningitis, infantum. Only remedy is Apis mellifica. So this is very important clinical tip that you can have about Apis mellifica in fever. So you can see a diphtheria, erysipelas with. So Apis mellifica fever is very different than Rustox or Bryonia or any commonly used remedy for fever.
So, Dr.
Yeah.
Shrikant, Dr. Alpa here. I wanted to ask is when we do this reverse repertory, do we just select the books or we select the remedies also, like in the previous page?
Yeah,
On the
you
left
can
hand
select remedies also. For example, this boric reverse repertory. You go
No,
here.
no, the above one, you have not selected remedies. You have just selected books.
Okay. Instead of you are in remedies and you want to go to reverse repertory, right? This
Yes.
on to us. So for example, I'm on pulsatilla, for example. So this is very commonly used remedy. And now I want to go to complete repertory, for example, or Kent, for example, Kent reverse. So same way, you just select any book and then type initial 2-3 words, like for example, Kent, and you go to Kent here, Kent clinical cases, lectures, and reverse repertory. And here you can study the pulsatilla from reverse repertory. So both way you can go. Either you go by remedies or you can go by books wise.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you got it. So yeah, where I was, this search option. So it will search from all the repertories. For example, if you open a Kent repertory, for example, and you go to directly the fever chapter or urine chapter, for example, you will find here urine albuminous scarlet fever after or scanty during fever. If you go to cough chapter, you will find fever, cough during fever. You will go to fever, you get the complete multimedic of Apis mellifica in fever condition. You can
Dr.
see here.
Shrikant, what was before you went to fever and apis? What had you selected? Because when I am doing fever and apis, the page is not coming like what you have
Okay,
done.
okay, fine.
So the previous step, just take us back to the first step before you type fever apis.
Okay, sure. I will just show this. See here, in chill chapter, Kent repertory, you will find this rubric morning 5 a.m. after 36 hours of fever. Only remedy is Apis mellifica. Chill time 5 a.m. after fever lasting 36 hours. Again, Apis mellifica. So it's very important. 5 a.m. chill is Apis mellifica. Like 6 p.m. chill is the China or China or China sulf. So similar way, early morning chill is most probably you can think about one remedy is Apis mellifica. So how I went there? Okay, I will again show here. So this is a universal global search. You can search from repertory, you can search from reference library. So for temporarily, I will remove reference library. I don't want to search from reference library. So I just put fever and then give a space bar, space and type remedy. You can type any remedy like Apis I type. And here it comes Apis remedy. Now I want to limit to only remedy. That's why you choose click there. And when you click here,
Sir, what about the pathology?
you can take any pathology. You can take, for example, conjunctivitis. It's very common nowadays.
Yeah.
You can take any
Pathology.
pathology and you can study it from Apis mellifica.
Dr. Shrikant,
Yes.
in this global search, we can, I think, by typing like this, Apis, we can restrict it to Apis, or by typing it to Solanaceae, we can.
Pardon, I'm not able to hear you properly.
By typing, for example, if we type Solanaceae, we can restrict our search
Yeah,
to
you can
only
get
Solanaceae,
Solanaceae
right?
also. Yes,
Now,
you can get it.
when I'm typing fear 3 alone, and when I type Kent, James Tyler Kent, the search results are showing results from reliable repertory, complete
Yes,
repertory.
I will come to
In
your.
Kent repertory, they are showing nothing.
Yeah. I got your point. Actually, there are two things that you are doing it. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Okay, so I will go get back to your question. Your name, doctor?
Dr. Mustafa.
Okay, hello, Dr. Mustafa. Yeah, what he's doing, he's just typing here, for example, fear, and after that, he's typing Kent, for example, right? So what is here happening here? It is not selecting the Kent repertory.
Fear alone,
Ah,
and then Kent.
let it be. I will just take fear only. So make
Okay.
it simple. I don't want to
Okay,
complicate
okay.
it. So to make it simple, he just took one fear word and he want to search from Kent repertory. So what happened, doctor? It doesn't select from the Kent, but you can see here Kent's reverse repertory, Kent's lectures, Kent's clinical cases, so Kent's philosophy. Okay, and here you will find Kent author as author. So same way you will find here different books as well as Kent as author. So when you are selecting here, that means you are selecting Kent as an author, not as a book or his repertory. And when you click here, you will find the references only from reliable and complete repertory, because you will find here the remedies mentioned only from Kent sources. When suppose you go here and you go like you go here and ask for all authors. So same way you are restricted here to only Kent author. and what remedies you are getting here are only mentioned by Kent only. The source is Kent in these remedies. That's why you are not getting in the Kent repertory or any other repertory, but only in the reliable and complete repertory.
Doctor, doctor,
हाँ बोलो ना. See here,
you
Dr.
told
Mustafa.
that
Yeah, 1 minute. See here. Mind
Yes, sir.
anger elements from aggravates, fear or fright with. Out of 22, only one is Aurum, and that Aurum is mentioned by Kent. The
But
source
why?
is
Why there is nothing shown in a Kent? That is what I am not understanding. This I understand that the sources which are there from Kent is showing, but in Kent section it is blank only.
because in
When
Kent
we go to Kent mind,
I got your point. See, when you open Kent repertory, sorry, where is Kent? When you open Kent repertory, and if I go here and say I ask all authors, so do you find any author name here? Hello? Hello?
yes, yes, yes.
Do you find any author name here? No.
No.
But if you open reliable repertory, for example, or Kent complete repertory, you will find the author name here. Like for example, this Natrum carp, Galaverdine. Then this Stramonium by Herring. So that's why you are getting nothing in Kent repertory, but in the complete and reliable repertory. Because in
Okay,
complete and
okay.
reliable only they have mentioned the author's name.
Yes, 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 yes. Got
And
it.
not
Got
other
it.
repertories has mentioned. So
Right,
Doctor,
right.
that's why you are not getting there.
doctor,
Yes.
Dr. Srikant. Sir, you told that 5 words, 3 words, 6
Yes,
words, and
yes.
all. How to search for that?
That's what I'm telling you. It's very difficult to demonstrate it here in very short time. Maybe we have to
Okay.
take a lot of cases there and to demonstrate that. So that's
Okay.
why I just
You
showed here on PPT, not on the demonstration point of view or the in case with case examples.
okay? Then how to learn that
Yeah,
one?
maybe next time we will take half an hour time specifically to elaborate that when to use 3 words, when to use 5 words, when to use section, when to use remedy, when to use paragraph. So it will,
Yeah. Say
Yeah.
one
it will take a
sentence.
long
Yeah.
time to
Next
explain
session.
all that.
Next session, sir. 24th. There is one more session that day.
Can
On
we have a detailed session? That is appreciated, really. We'll be
on
thankful.
24 definitely we can do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I hope now it's already 3:12. If any
Yeah,
doubts,
yeah.
you
Thank you,
can message
doctor.
me here.
Sure.
Maybe next session I will take that topic. Like this
Okay.
topic, patient management specifically, I got so many questions from users, and they had
Sir,
really
and vital quest also. Vital quest also.
what? Pardon?
Vital quest.
Vital
Vital
quest,
quest.
yeah. See, for vital quest, definitely it takes 1 hour to explore
Yeah.
it properly with
Yeah, because
different case
not
examples.
able to use only, not able to use that software.
Yeah, one question, Dr. Srikan, how can we compare and study remedies of one group, family, skin symptoms of remedies from ranunculus? Okay. Dr. Naz, I will first explore it on my own and then I will demonstrate to you. Maybe next time I will take this question and I will try to answer it in next session or in next way.
Sure, Dr. Shrikant. That
Okay.
will be helpful. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I hope.
Thank you so much.
I
Yeah,
hope it
thank you,
was
Dr. Shrikant.
useful at least maybe 5
Yeah,
10% also we can get it from the program. It will help us a lot
Yeah.
in practice. So
Thank you. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Okay, we'll stop here.
Thank you so much.
All your questions are welcome. Dr. Urbi, you
Thank
don't have
you.
reliable. Okay, we can give it. No issues. If you don't have reliable, I will try to get it for you. Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. It was a great
Yeah.
session to interacting with you.
Thank you.
And because see, if you ask questions, then only we can explore that particular part. So get your questions and at least if you can message me or Dr. Alpesh, so we can in training session we can explore it in much better way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
doctor.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.